All right, Bryce. So I got some photos here. Just the first thing that pops into your brain, a word, a phrase, whatever comes to you.
Miss it, I guess you could say.
Catching?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just the relationship with the pitchers, relationship with the umpires, kind of being that leader on field kind of thing. I don't miss the grind of, catching 9, but just that relationship with the pitchers and things like that.
So there's a shot that if Gabe said, look, we're strapped, we need you to get back there?
I don't know if he'd let that happen, but if he wanted me to, yeah, sure.
Would anybody let this happen again? Doing the dishes?
I still do the dishes. That's
you?
my job in the house, yeah. Wife cooks all the food, so I do the dishes of the night, and yeah, I enjoy it.
Give me a time date stamp here. How old are you?
Oh man, that was probably right after the draft, maybe, or right before the draft. Actually, probably maybe right before, right after. That was Dave Sheinin actually came in. They took that picture, I think.
Still does his own dishes, America. I like that. All right, let's do a little Phillies trivia history for you here. What do we got?
McGraw.
Yeah.
Final out of the World Series right there.
Yes.
That's
student of the Fightins. I like that. Okay. There's one that I hand selected for you for a reason.
McBride, left-handed hitter. Love it.
Big
Great
McBride.
swing.
You're a hair guy.
Great hair.
This
for
was
sure.
possibly the greatest afro in franchise history.
I love the one glove. It's like Todd Helton. The one glove guy. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Boa.
Yeah.
He actually, when I was in spring training, I told him one of my dreams growing up was to play for him or Luke Piniella.
Glutton for punishment.
Just because they were just so fiery and passionate about the game, and he cares so much about it, and it goes a long way.
No doubt. If he signs off on you in Philly, you're doing something right. Sure. All right. What do we got here? What is going on?
One of the best teammates. He's awesome. Jake Arrieta, what a culo he's got going for him.
He said when he sent this out on Instagram, he was cleaning up the house in anticipation of your arrival.
Yep. He did. He cleaned it up. It was good. We went over there for a team dinner, and it was clean as can be. So
guy's fearless.
I'll take it.
And while we're doing the sexy ones,
oh man, it's great hair right there. Crucky. What a beauty he is, for sure.
kind of in his natural habitat.
Great hitter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely.
I mean, there's not even blind barbers bringing that hair to life.
I love it.
All right. I got frozen fingers. Okay.
Oh man, I've never seen that. I don't think.
No?
No.
Clown question, bro.
Oh yeah. Bring that back. Great. Yeah.
That was one of the best. That was one of the best responses to a reporter ever. That's a literal clown question, by the way. Took me a while to find that one. Oh. Okay.
Legend. Unbelievable. He's one of my favorite players I've ever watched. My vivid memory of him definitely was when I was in college. He had the 2 homers off of CC in 2009. Yeah. They lost that series, but the series before, beating Tampa in 2008. But Phillies legend for sure. One of the best to play the game. Just get excited talking about him.
I've never met a player that doesn't hold Chase Utley in the highest of esteem. I mean, it's beyond just performance, though, right? What else about him and the relationship he had here makes it that way?
I mean, I just think the way he played, the way he understands it. He works hard, he plays hard, and he just got that mentality. So I think that's why he was so endearing to the fans, because he had that mentality. And one of the greatest, Phillies of all time.
I'm going to go there specifically for the tortured Philly fans who are so tired of hearing about this. Anything on that?
No.
I'm not going to take the bait on the Santa
We don't need to
Claus,
talk
huh?
about it.
Yeah, good for you.
There's nothing to talk about.
That's my bad for even throwing that. So, all right, photo fun aside. Let's talk about the ovations the last couple days, because if you had closed your eyes and come to the ballpark, you'd have thought that the combination of Chase Utley, Brian Dawkins, and Bernie Parent were stepping up at the plate. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been fun. I think as a group, as a team, we've been so excited coming to the ballpark and playing in front of these great fans. Real Muto, myself, Robertson, the new guys on the team kind of thing. We just, as a club, as a team, like I said, we have so much fun, and we're excited to be here. We're excited to be on the team that we are. And we look forward to coming to the ballpark every single day because of the fun that we have and how great this fan base has been for us.
So the homer on Saturday, you're a guy who takes your equipment seriously, obviously. You're pretty serious about the bat you swing. and yesterday you hit a 460-foot home run with Nick Williams' bat.
Yeah. It won't be the last time I grab one of my teammates' bats and use it. The last couple of years when I was with the Nats, I'd always do it. I'd grab somebody's bat if it felt good, and I'd use it. So there's even times where I'd grab Max Scherzer's bat and mess around and take his up there and use it. So definitely won't be the last time I do that, and it worked yesterday.
So first at bat against Kyle Wright, is it Nick Williams' bat with you in there, or is it your bat?
No, it's Nicky's for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go back to the winter, the decision that you made to sign here, and there was a lot written about the dinner you had in Vegas with Phillies managing partner John Middleton, his wife Lee, you and your wife Kayla. You guys had a lot of conversation. What were the one or two things that John said that clicked in your mind, Philly's the place?
Yeah, being able to sit down with John, he was very personal with everything he talked about. He was very real with everything he talked about. I think it needed to be like that. I think it needed to be very upfront. It was a decision that he was going to make for a long period of time, and myself as well. There needed to be trust on both sides, and we were able to do that. My biggest thing going into this offseason was to take my time with the making my decision and understanding the decision, and I knew it was going to take some time, but I wanted the long-term commitment from any team that I was going to go to, and I think the teams that met with me understood that. So being able to sit there with John and Lee and talk to them about it and understand how Philadelphia worked as a city, Philadelphia worked as an ownership, it was great. I mean, we got along very well. We met back-to-back days while we were in Vegas and for dinner and for about a brunch before they came back, and it just felt right. Me and Kayla were able to sit down the next couple of days and really talk about it and think about it. San Fran came in after that, and then LA came in after that as well. But every time we talked about Philly or even mentioned Philly, it felt right.
So you've always been really successful keeping your circle tight between your wife, your parents, your agent. Was there anybody during the process that, from outside the circle, that said anything to you, gave you some advice that you thought, that actually makes a little sense at this point in my life?
Not too much. I tried to keep it as closed off as possible. There's only, with all the media and all the coverage and social media coverage and things like that, you don't want to put it out there too much of what you're thinking or how you're thinking, which way or that way. Two of my best friends, I talk to about every single day. A couple other guys as well, Jason, Desi, bounced a few things off of them, but really kept it in-house as much as possible just because I didn't want any outside influence on anything that I was going to make, because it was such a long-term contract and such a big commitment for myself and my family. So just tried to make everything as reasonable and as mentally appealing as possible, so I could just sit there and go, okay, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, and this is the decision we're going to make.
Jayson Werth, you're talking about.
Yeah,
there's probably nobody in the world better qualified to advise you, given the fact that he was a national, he was a Philly, he's been through all this stuff, than him.
Yeah, the biggest thing he told me, he didn't really tell me about, come to Philly or come here or stay in D.C. or go there or go there. All he said to me was, when you make a decision, never look back. And that was it. That was one of the big things that he said to me. Same thing with, Desi as well. He said the same thing, where he was just like, you make your decision, you never look back, and, make the decision that's going to make your family happy, and understand at the end of the day that it's the right decision. And, that's all you can do.
Philly fans they'll put their arms around you and love you when things are going good and they're happy, but they'll let you know when they're unhappy. Have you considered the time, 13 years, it's inevitable, it'll happen at some point when that goes down?
Yeah, I think that's why, fans that love sports and love, their teams and their city understand it. They want the best product out there every single night that they can have. They're coming out here and supporting us each and every night, and they deserve to get that. And, that just makes me want to be the best player I can for this city, be the best person for this city, on the field and in the community. And it's like you said, it's kind of inedible in the next 13 years. We're going to have some up and down seasons. It's just part of the game. It's part of the process. Hopefully we win more than we lose, of course. And if we can come together as a team and do that, then this fan base, of course, is going to support us each and every single night. And that's all we can ask for.
I remember talking to your dad. You were probably 21 years old when you had just started your career, and he said that the two of you had spoken really early in your baseball life about leaving the game in a better place than you found it. And I thought, for a 21-year-old kid, that's a lot. It's a lot to think about. So 13 years from now, how does that happen? What does it look like if that's going to take place?
I think the thing about the game right now is there's so many great young kids that are playing right now, or young guys that are playing right now. If that's Acuna with the Braves, if that's Mookie with the Red Sox, Trout, of course, Machado, Benintendi. I can go on and on. Arenado. I could go on and on. And there's so many great guys in this league that I haven't named. But if we can just keep going as players and really just do what we can on the field, in the community, in the world of sports, trying to get the game to different countries and different places, and do the things that we can as a Major League Baseball, then we can do what we need to do to do that. And that's what it's all about. I want kids to be able to play this game. I want them to be able to love this game and understand what it takes to be a professional athlete and things like that, and dream. That's the biggest thing for me. Dream as big as you can. Do what you can to be not just a Major League Baseball player, but whatever you want to be, and be yourself in any given day. Be yourself in what you do, and if you can do that and you're happy with your life and you're successful, then that's what it's all about.
What would be worse, hitless series against the Mets or not liking cheesesteaks? It's a little bit of a clown question on my part, but I got to ask you that.
I like cheesesteaks, so
we're good there?
I'm good there.
Did you pick one yet? Did you pick a favorite?
I haven't. I have not. I haven't been to all of them, so I'll let you know when I am.
You have no shortage of advice, and that's the last thing I want to ask you, because I can't think of a pro athlete, for whatever reason, that gets more Bryce should do this, Bryce should do that conversation. If it's not your stance, it's something off the field, where you should sign, how you should hit, what you should look like. How do you block all that out?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just so excited to be in a place where I know that I'm going to be for the next 13 years. The first couple of years in DC, it was always about, where is he going to go? He's going to go here, he's going to go there. So for me, I'm so excited to be able to stay here, know that my family is going to be here, know that my future kids are going to be able to grow up in a place like this. I'm going to be able to have Phillies across my chest for the next 13, and nobody can really talk any different than that. Everybody's got an opinion, and that's the platform that's in the world nowadays, if that's social media or anything like that. But I know what makes me happy. I know what makes my everything in my life kind of rosy and things like that, I guess you could say. But of course, every day I wake up, I'm very blessed to be able to play this game, very blessed to have my health and the family that I have. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. Being able to play this game that I love, win some ball games here and there, and be able to go home and just enjoy my family and love my family as well.
Can you preview the cleats for us? That's the very last thing I have to know. Is there something else? Like the Fanatic cleats were epic. Is there anything else coming that we should be aware of?
Not right now.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Just your regular, the blue ones yesterday, and then I think we're in pennies tonight, so probably just red tonight. So yeah. I'm sure I'll figure something out for the rest of the year and stick with that a little bit.